Hello, critters. So you finished The Legend of Vox Machina and you're craving more, right? You think, I know, I'll go watch the original campaign.
Excellent idea. Until you hit play on episode 1 and two things smack you in the face. The questionable sound quality and the 3 to 4 hour runtime. Yikes.
Don't worry, we've got you. We're diving into the chaos so you don't have to. We'll sacrifice our ears and our evenings to bring you the recaps, highlights, and all of the behind-the-scene magic you crave.
Welcome to Vox Rewatch.
Because the past deserves a second look.
With better audio. We're just a bunch of longtime friends and proud critters who love the chaos, the characters, and the wild ride of storytelling. Join us as we dive back into it all with lots of laughs, way too many theories, and probably some tears too.
I'm Doug.
I'm Connie.
And I'm Eric. This podcast is part of Tabletop Tether, our nerdy little home for TTRPG content, deep dives, and unapologetic fan joy. Just so we're clear, Vox Rewatch is an unofficial fan podcast and isn't affiliated with or endorsed by Critical Role in any way.
Welcome back. Today we're diving into Critical Role Campaign 1, Episode 5, The Trick About Falling. When we last left Vox Machina, they were deep within the gray-spined mines of Kraghammer, hunting for Lady Kima of Vord. Their search had led them into an uneasy alliance with Clarota, a Mind Flayer outcast, and into direct conflict with the Durgar, those cruel dark dwarves plotting war beneath the city. This episode opens in the aftermath of a bloody fight with the Durgar general. Under threat, the general reveals a secret. Lady Kima has been taken to Emberhold, the Durgar fortress, and is likely imprisoned deep in its dungeons. He also speaks of Kvarn, a terrifying creature with immense intelligence, a gnarled black horn, and the power to unite Mind Flayers and Durgar under one cause. Clear now that Kvarn is the true enemy Vox Machina must face. But getting to Emberhold won't be easy. Armed with a map and a half-truth about hidden entrances, the party makes their escape. They mount their flying carpet, prepared for a careful retreat, only to immediately descend into chaos. The weight of too many adventurers, spells failing at the worst moments, and desperate mid-air rescues all lead to the inevitable. Vox Machina crashing straight into the middle of a Durgar war camp. What follows is classic Critical Role: panic, improvisation, and a brutal fight for survival. Javelins rain down, siege weapons fire, and hulking creatures spill from shattered cages. Members of the party fall unconscious, only to be pulled back from the brink by clutch healing and last-second heroics. Keyleth and Scanlan unleash devastating magic. Vax and Vex fight tooth and nail, and Grog smashes through foes despite nearly being torn apart himself. By the end, Vox Machina survives, but barely. Exhausted, bloodied, and painfully aware of the growing threat beneath Kraghammer, they stagger toward Emberhold. Their true enemy, Kvarn, still awaits in the shadows ahead.
Yeah.
Guys,
What?
You didn't tell me you were recording. What the heck?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Wait, no.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fired one.
Hi.
You didn't any movies to update us on?
Yeah, definitely. 1000%.
I'd like to roll for insight, please. Okay.
I
I rolled. Well, I don't know what my modifiers are off the top of my head, but I think an 18 says you're lying.
my natural one would agree with you.
Oh my God. Here we go. And this puts us into episode 5, right? The Trick About Falling.
Yep.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, the trick about falling is, I guess if we fall hard enough, Eric joins us.
Oh. Wow.
Love
Right.
you.
Well played. Well played. So this episode should be entitled How to Manage Concentration Spells, perhaps?
Seriously. We were discussing this prior about the difference of how concentration works in Pathfinder and 5e, and it is vastly different. But I think this goes into the read your character sheet before you play, read your spells, which is a thing that continues. I think about something that Keyleth did at one point, making everybody into farts. If we remember that.
I mean, to be fair, Keyleth and her spells throughout this campaign
it's something. But Yeah, I think this
Though
is
to
a
be
big.
fair, I had a luck feat, and I always forgot to use it. I always forgot that I had luck, and I could re-roll ones. And how many times, Eric, should I have used it, and I forgot about it? So I
more
get
than I
it.
can count.
Yeah.
You have a
Plus
lot
you're a
going
halfling.
on.
Lucky and a halfling, and you still
Lucky and a halfling, and I still forgot. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this episode, I mean, part of it wasn't necessarily all concentration. I mean, Keyleth got hit for 12 damage as an eagle, and
Yeah, she
dropped
got
out of
hit by the
Well,
javelins.
let's back up for a second
Yeah,
here.
let's start at the beginning. Let's
Because-
get back to the beginning.
Let's rewind. That was a really bad version of rewinding, but we did it.
I liked it.
I will dub myself over with a better rewind sound. And we get into the camp, and I must say, I really enjoyed this like interrogation tactic that they did. I believe as Grog is like tearing apart people and Vax is going. Vax was the one that did the interrogation. Well, yeah. But didn't Vax start interrogating the general first?
I think he started, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
started.
he always threatens with the blade at the throat, and
And
yeah,
and
that was
then
probably the start.
Tiberius chimes in with
Mm-hmm.
he never usually lets people win or
That's
like
right.
live.
That's right.
And he gave him advantage on the roll, and that's when they actually got the crucial information that like Lady Kima's
And-
here.
And Percy was a badass in this episode. He went all like he's like, yeah, let's take everything from him except for it, including his pride. That's how it was. He's like a little banditry. Let's and he was ruthless in this whole interrogation intimidation scene.
Taliesin is just there to show us that there is balance, because the same person said this also said life needs things to live.
That's right.
So
Right.
I don't know though. I don't think that if I were to meet Taliesin, I would never want to get on his bad side ever, because I feel like whatever dark demonic forces are keeping him alive would come after me in a heartbeat. So
he is Orthax.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is Orthax. But it was interesting to watch to see how the party interrogates someone, because we really haven't gotten that before. Like actually seeing how they handle that and what war crimes they commit, because let's be real, it seems like everybody, their party at some points commits a war crime when they're interrogating people, right?
I was going to say, do interrogations ever go legit in D&D? I think
we all have left the Geneva Convention in our campaigns.
At one point they were gonna leave him naked.
Yeah.
Grog was voting for that. Tiberius wanted him to at least keep his underclothes, his unit body thing, whatever Liam called it. And they were gonna just leave him to fend for himself, and maybe he'd be fast enough to avoid the dwarves they were gonna let go that they had captured. So yeah, he was. The extreme of it was definitely not good for him.
No, and then like he turned invisible and like all shit broke loose. Like he ran off for like a good moment, and that was the point that they were like, "Oh, no," and that was when Clarota comes in.
Yep.
Clutch. I love so much that the party, the girls meet this mind flayer, this horrific eldritch abomination, and they go, if not friend-shaped, why not friend? And have adopted Clarota and made them like his person. They're like, you know what? You're a little suspicious. It's fine. Clarota's like, I don't do this. I don't do friends. I do alliances. And this was the first time that we actually got them to see them like truly like seeing what like a mind flayer does as he eats the brains of the general, and talks about, oh, this will sustain me for now. And like all of them being like, what do you mean for now? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean for now? And where that takes them, and them like finally second guessing their very rash decision to just, let's bring him Yeah, let's bring a Mind Flayer. It's great.
What can go wrong?
Yeah, what can go wrong? It's fine. It's Clarota, not Clarence.
And Matt's description after he ate the general's brains, he looks a little younger and a little more dangerous. And that like a little bit of goosebumps just repeating it now. It's like that was a super intense moment where he could have easily Matt could have taken it a completely different direction if he, if he wanted to. And scary
moment.
moment.
On the table, Ashley's face, as Matt described it, was like a kidney candy store. She was
She loves the gore.
And that's Ashley's problem going forward, which we'll get to in another episode. But she wants that to be her character, but she picked such a pure and like meaningful healing character that the two don't work very well together, and it constantly challenges her. And you could tell when she wants to just let loose and do what Grog does or do what Liam does, she just can't do it. She can't do that with her character, and her face was definitely too joyful in that moment.
And you can tell, like, the next campaign she chose a barbarian, and then campaign 3 it's Fern, who is just
unhinged
chaos.
Fae, the Fae creature, of course, are going to be chaos.
I love satyrs. So before the general's brains were forcefully removed from his body, we did get some really vital information. We got the information about where Lady Kima was and that she was alive. And she's in Emberhold. And then we got some like lore on Kavarn. And the thing that I love is how Matt could have just said, like, described what this creature is. They haven't said in this yet, and I don't know if we should say what the creature is.
No.
And he could have been so straightforward in his description of it, because there are so many like defining things for this monster of like, oh, it's iconic. This is what this is. And he didn't give any of those, but everything he gave is exactly what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
And
everybody tried so hard to roll for history, for nature, for whatever, and even really good rolls. It's like, you just don't. This isn't a natural thing, Keyleth. Like, hers was a nature check, and it wasn't bad. It was just it wouldn't relate to what she would have known in nature. So how can you? It's so vastly outside of all those things. It was so interesting and like you said, those descriptions of this person,
floating
of this creature,
toothy grin, black horn of dark power. You had said it earlier.
When you look back, it's like,
duh,
of course that's what it is.
Well,
but
I think the
going
horn
forward,
is
you don't know that. Yeah, exactly.
The horn is what throws you off. That's
because otherwise, floating toothy grin, makes sense. Throw the horn in, and you're like,
All right, so we want comments. If you haven't watched the episode or know what this is,
what do you think
based on what we've described?
Yes, drop your guess in
the
comments.
I want to know. I want to know.
The mythical creature of a narwhal.
Yes.
Now wait a minute. Come on, let's not. We don't need to bring that up. We don't need to talk about the narwhal. It's not my fault. The only exposure to narwhals I ever had was in the movie Elf. Of course, I didn't think it was real. I stand by that. I have no shame.
Narwhals aren't real.
I had no exposure to narwhals in my life until I watched the movie Elf.
You didn't read like a storybook or watch a Nat Geo?
I just told you, I had never seen an actual narwhal in the wild or in...
I broke her. I win.
Yeah. I know. Hey, drop in the comments if you actually thought that was legit yourself.
Drop a comment. Do you think narwhals are real?
I had no idea.
This is the same thing that birds aren't real too, Doug?
No. Just narwhals. I had no idea. I don't think it's that bizarre.
I mean, they're weird. They're weird. It's a tooth that grows through their head.
Yeah, and like I said, the only exposure I had to a narwhal was the movie Elf, and they didn't make that look very convincing.
I don't think I would get my scientific facts from Elf.
I don't either. That's why I didn't think it was real.
It's like going to Wikipedia.
That's my point.
Guys, this is my
That is
source.
exactly my point. It wasn't real because I saw it on Elf. That doesn't make it real. It makes it look like another mythical creature with a single horn. That's legit. Yeah. North Pole, Santa Claus. It was all talking about, and there's a narwhal. Why would I think that was real?
Oh, I needed that. Thank you, Doug.
I'm glad I could entertain you.
So we find out that
Appreciate
that narwhals are real, and that it is not a narwhal. That is actually it's not a narwhal. Guys, not a narwhal.
Listen, all the crap I got for my movie choices last time, I figured I'd give it to you a little bit.
You know what? I don't need to be fired. I quit.
No! Is that, have we all officially been fired or resigned at this point, and we're only 6 episodes in?
That's right. That's right. This is we are bound for longevity.
Guys, we just don't know when to quit.
At some point, we'll see new faces, rotating casts. That's just how it'll be.
The rotating cast is just...
Yep.
Right now, it's just us, but this could happen.
So
by episode 10, who knows who will be hosting this show?
So we get through that. We get and then just talking about Clarota eating brains. I love how he was able to freak out the party by being able to delve into the general's memories.
Yeah.
He confirmed some of the information that he gave about the path to Emberhold, the secret door.
And I love we're going through all of this, and Laura Bailey chimes in, "Loot the body!"
Yeah.
Madam Moneybags. Vexalia herself is really showing her true colors early on. Loot the body, get the money, get the goods.
Yes.
Yep.
And they do. They get the enchanted black plate armor, and they get a magic warhammer and gold and like a couple of other things.
Oh yeah.
But they don't have too long to enjoy the spoils, right? Because shit goes down.
Yeah. They I think they thought that they were in the clear, and they definitely were not.
Yeah.
They were inside the barracks.
Yeah.
They didn't. Nobody else outside knew that they were inside the barracks. But I'm sure the battle with the bullet probably alerted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And bells are going off, and Matt's describing them, and them going, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're not. You're in an encampment, and you took out one building." And and just watching all of their faces, like when they figured out what happened, which leads to our opener of. It shouldn't be called the thing about falling. It should be called the thing about concentrating. As they all make a hasty retreat across the crevasse that they made themselves. And in the line that I love from this episode as things start happening is just Keyleth going, "I'm no longer a bird."
Yeah. One too many javelin shots, and she was out.
Out as they start going after them, and they go after them. They do. And I feel like this is one of the first examples of how Vox Machina could crumble under pressure. And while everybody panics, they all figured out something to do to kind of help one another for the most part. You know, they grabbed the gnomes because they were the smallest with the least amount of hit points as they're falling down, and the healer.
Yeah.
They Vax has this never-ending rope that he gives to Vex that he's trying to get to Grog. Poor Grog. Grog did not stand a chance.
Well, to give Orion some credit, they should have just listened to him and let him cast Featherfall. I think it covers like 6 or 7 people.
He specifically said, "I cast Featherfall on myself."
Well, but before that, he was trying to
wanted
cast it on
Yeah.
Grog,
Yeah.
but he couldn't. He
Yeah.
wanted to cast it on himself, but then it would slow him down. He wouldn't be able to get to Grog.
Yeah.
He jumped off a carpet
Yeah.
that's not solid, so he wasn't able to get the jump that he needed to get to Grog to give it to him and hold on to him as he fell. Which meant he had to cast it on himself to save himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know the details of Featherfall.
Yeah, I think it covers up to 8 people.
Yeah.
So like Vox Machina would have been
It's not
covered,
even
but it's a reaction.
Yeah.
But I think
Okay.
But yeah, you
I
can
think-
use it whenever.
I think what happened is they were trying to do too many things at once. And Matt was trying to be like, you've fallen off. This is what's happening in the amount of time that you've discussed. Because they were
can I
only
do
like
this? Can I
60
do
feet,
that?
60, 70 feet up in the air. They're going to fall fast. And
Yeah.
so it was like, he tried to do too many things before deciding to cast Featherfall.
Yeah.
So I think this is when we see Matt can be a bit of a brutal DM of like, oh no, guys, you fucked up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now eat dirt.
Yeah, because the range is 60 feet.
Yeah.
So it could have
coulda
got
worked.
everybody.
Yeah, I mean, how many games have you guys played in where you think, oh, I'm flying, I'm fine? Like,
Right.
I have my R Croaker right now that I just, any chance I can, I'm in the air because I'll be fine until I know at some point my DM is going to be like, and you're done.
Yeah.
I was that person once, not an Aarakocra, but we were in a fighting match, and a drake came and picked me up and carried my half elf about 120 feet in the air, and then just dropped her.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was at half health, and I'm like, I'm gonna die right now. And I had 2 turns to figure out what to do, and I'm like, can I banish myself? Can I do this? Can I do that? Just I splatted the ground. Somehow didn't die. Nearly did. I think I died the next game. But yeah, the you think you're fine, and then you go up in the air, and you're like, oh, this is really bad.
D6 per 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And away.
So I like my monk. I had the slow fall
It is fun.
feat.
Whatever.
I didn't have to worry about it. Thanks,
Freaking
Eric.
monk.
Monks
Yeah.
are fun.
No, they're not. Not when you combine it with a rogue. And
right.
No, that's
An
peak build.
assassin rogue
That's
and a
peak
shadow
build.
monk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love as Matt is describing everybody falling. Like, Vax uses his evasion and halves the damage he and Pike take. And he's talking about everybody having their damage or doing well. He's like, and you, Grog.
Yeah.
And
you
then-
just impact.
you leave a crater. on the
But did
ground.
you hear his response? Thank you. It's like, of course he would be happy to have left a crater.
Mm-hmm. Big guy leaving a crater.
Mhm.
And then it's bad because the fall, doesn't the fall take out Percy and Scanlan?
Yes.
Like they both fall unconscious from the fall.
Mhm.
And Grog, everybody took between 18 and 46 points because it was like 18, 36, and then Grog had more, if I remember
over
correctly.
40 for sure.
Yeah, over 40. And everybody is down and they're all panicking. And I will not forget as they're talking about, oh yeah, we use our healing potions. And they're like, oh yeah, it's 2d4. And Laura goes, these are garbage.
Yeah.
There's some, I can't remember what episode, it's somewhere later in this campaign where Matt gets so snippy with them about like, oh no, I take this liquid that heals me and gives me back some of my life. Like, but I agree. The regular healing potions are kind of crap.
They are, but it was just so funny that I think it was the first time they realized how many hit dice it was, and just these are garbage. They're just being upset at me while they're like, I plug his nose, I throw it down Percy's throat, we go.
Yeah.
And they're all chugging like all of these healing potions, healing the whole party. and forgetting
They're
an
running
ally.
for the tunnel.
Yeah, trying
So
to
they get to the tunnel, and Matt says, "But you guys forget Clarota," as he's
Yep.
like
hovering down to them, and he takes a massive ballista bolt to the chest.
It's like 4 feet of iron, just like
Yeah.
through him. I'm genuinely cursed because I know that you don't get to always watch these, Doug. The look on Matt's face when he rolled the dice to see the damage that Clarota took, I'm wondering if Clarota was down to like 1 to 2 hit points because the face he made, like he rolled it and he was like, and Matt's got a pretty decent poker face.
Yeah. That made me think, like, I'm curious, how much does Matt fudge dice?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I wonder how much he does it. Like, I try my best as a DM not to fudge. I usually end up fudging dice rolls when I've done a poor job planning and something is way overkill, and I will probably wipe my party. And if it's my fault, not necessarily their fault for making poor decisions, but if it's my fault, like they're doing all the right things, but I made it too hard. But yeah, I'm curious to see how much he gives them.
No, I can agree with that because the look was like, I fucked up.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that again.
It was just one of those things. I just looked up at him and was like, oh, it was bad. He was real bad. And the rest of the party saw it and they were like, ooh. He gets down in there, like barely makes it into the tunnel while they're all panicking and trying to figure out a way to do it. And Orion's trying to like do every spell in the book. And then Keyless has come like, I got shape stone.
Yeah.
And they're able
stone.
to, meld stone or whatever it was.
Yeah, and everybody was going to run out to Clarota to get him, and Orion cast the glacial blast to create a ice slide, and it slid him right up to them, so they didn't have to go out to get him, and then they were able to get him in there faster. But then it was pulling the spike out.
Yeah, that 6 medicine check was real great on Vexalia's part.
How much damage did he take just taking the arrow out of his chest?
It was a good thing that they healed him first before they pulled the arrow out, or that would have killed.
That would have done him in.
That would have been real bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
But you had brought up earlier that this was was this time when it happened, the second time that Orion was trying to cast their glacial blast?
Yeah, so when they were falling, he was on the carpet. He cast Glacial Blast underneath Keyleth, Pike, and Scanlan to like catch them. And he wasn't thinking about the fact that they were in the middle of a 150-foot high cavern with no walls close to them. So it was just a big ice chunk that they would have ended up hitting. But because he cast that, now luckily his concentration, he didn't actually cast it, which didn't matter. But because he tried to cast, he failed his concentration check, and that's what actually created the problem for Grog falling in the first place, because he lost the fly spell. So he tried to help, forgetting concentration, and hurt in the end.
And I think I'll agree again that this felt like a very brutal take that Matt had on this, making it difficult on all of them and really hurting all of them. And I don't know, it definitely, I don't think it was something necessarily pre-planned, but I know as a DM sometimes I do want to put my players in situations where they are crippled and seeing how they handle that and how they get out of a situation, because sometimes they're feeling a little too confident, they're feeling a little too overconfident, and you need to remind them of like what the world is like. And again, we talk about like how he makes the dice work and whatnot, but I'm curious, like, was it planned? Did he really want to down them? I'm sure that didn't go the way he anticipated it going.
Oh no, I'm sure.
No.
But yeah, they get into the cave and it's bad. They're real bad. They're all hurt. It is And then them how long were they walking in these tunnels? Because they start making their way and they're trying to remember like which way they were told, which was like they had to go to like the lava falls, and it was like the one on the left under the smaller one that the Duragar gave them.
Well, that wasn't even where that was at the actual, that was at Emberhold. So they
Yeah,
didn't
the
even
Emberhold.
got there yet.
Yeah.
This
So they're
was
trying to
just in
figure out
the
how to
tunnel.
get down.
They found a fork in the road.
Mm-hmm.
One looked like it was going down, one looked like it was going up. So they took the one going down and hoped for the best. I think Keyleth used
Beast sense.
commune with nature, beast sense, yeah, with the bats, and didn't get much from it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they ended up taking the right path. But yeah, they walked a long time before they kind of found a space where they could, little alcove where they could close themselves in and rest finally.
Yeah. And then they get some time to kind of talk. Isn't this where we get, was it at this episode or was it the next one where we start to get a little bit even more talks of Clarota, or like them feeling uncertain about Clarota?
I mean, Matt made it clear, I think it was last episode.
It was last episode, but
just sleeping next to him was like,
yeah,
it's unsettling to have him close to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
I did also like, if we talk about unsettling, how he described Vax giving the healing potion to Clarota of like the tentacles opening up and seeing like the lamprey style mouth inside and like trying to pour that into. He's like, I don't think anybody's ever seen this kind of vision before. You're seeing something entirely new. Just like,
yeah, that was creepy.
It's something like. And I do like that as they are going down the tunnel, they can still hear the bells and the whistles and like the camp trying to come after them for some time.
Yeah.
Like, again, giving them the sense of urgency of like, you might not be able to rest for a while because these people are trying to get to the wall that you've constructed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they were able to actually use Tiberius's columns in the little alcove. It was like it was the campsite where Kima got abducted. Yeah,
they found her. They found like the emblem of Bahamut, right? The platinum dragon. Yeah. That's who she prays to.
This was the second time they found that, but it was 4 tents, lots of scuffling, tracks, and fighting when Laura did her investigation check. So it gave them an idea of where she was finally potentially captured and taken. But that's where they end up staying. And because of the columns, there was a group. It was I don't think it was the ogres. They were coming toward them. But Duragar passed them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they actually saw what it was.
No.
I think they just heard, like it was describing hearing something go through. Can I just take a moment? When anybody describes following people's footsteps and things, I immediately think to the Princess Bride of Humperdinck going, there was a mighty duel as he goes through with the six-fingered man and the Dread Pirate Roberts at that point and retraces their mighty duel. That's what plays through my
Laura
head.
Made a reference to that in the last couple episodes somewhere. I think somebody did.
It plays through my head. I mean, the brain rot that's my favorite movie of all time. But that is what I picture.
Wait,
little Vexalia.
Can I make another confession?
Have you not seen Princess Bride?
I love that movie. It is fantastic.
Okay, good.
I was ready to end our friendship right here.
I was just gonna cut off the call and be done.
Just be done.
I was like, we're not recording anymore. We're just done. 6 episodes in and we're out.
Do not
that is a fantastic movie. I remember we within a year or two, showed it to the kids, and they absolutely loved it. So,
have you read the book that Carrie Elwes made about it?
Mm-mm.
It's incredible. It's called As You Wish, and it is his memoir. Nice. And if you are an Audible reader like I am, he narrates most of it, but then Robin Wright narrates her parts. The comedian that's the healer that does Max.
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. He narrates his part. Who's the one that plays Inigo Montoya? He narrates his
Oh.
part.
Check.
Yeah. Patinkin.
Patinkin, yes.
He narrates parts of his parts, and you get all of like the behind the scenes stuff of like how when they initially like Carrie Elwes almost didn't go to the interview because it was in Belgium, which was just after Chernobyl went off, and he was afraid that he was going to get radiation sickness, so he almost didn't go to the casting because of this.
Oh wow!
And, yeah. And all of the
imagine anyone else playing that role,
right? Or like
he's going to be at GalaxyCon.
He is.
Like
Yeah.
Robin Wright was like a relative unknown going into this role. I think this was like one of her, because she had done like soap operas before this. Like this was one of like her first like big roles. And they talk about this in the book, which is why I know. You also learn why he does the famous like sit down thing about, life is pain and how he stands up that certain way that's kind of weird. It's because he broke his toe on an ATV because Andre the Giant couldn't walk very far. So Andre the Giant had him riding the ATV around and he broke his toe and he tried to hide it from everybody.
Oh, wow.
And that's why he had to stand up a certain way. And that's why when they had to do the sword fighting at the end, it was the very last thing they recorded because they had to wait for Carrie Elwes's toe to heal.
That's fantastic.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I can talk about The Princess Bride all day. Patreon exclusive. Let's go.
Telling you, we just start watching movies. That's what we'll do.
Guys, we just
we'll
review
add it
movies.
to the channel. We'll add it to the channel.
That's all we do.
Put your comments below on what movie we should start with besides
Not
The
Muppet
Princess
movies.
Bride, because that'll probably be the first one. What?
I said not Muppet movies.
They'll all be Muppet movies
All Muppet
now.
movies. It's never ending story still.
That was the best scene in that season of Stranger Things, by the way.
Yes.
When Dustin and his girlfriend sang that together.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. What?
I don't watch Stranger Things either. So, guys, what do we want to talk about? We'll talk about. Let's see what happened next in the episode. They.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh, sorry. The audience and I were just continuing with the rest of the episode, so.
I don't know you.
I tried. Listen, I tried. I watched the first season twice, and I watched the second season, and I couldn't do it anymore.
You're lucky that we bonded over hot wings.
This was before
This is the
Stranger
before
Things.
times.
So
This is the
yeah,
before times.
listen,
You're lucky.
it was anime. You and I bonded over anime.
I know. I no Sailor Subi Soldier Senshi. Sailor Moon.
That's the thing I don't have in common with you guys. I don't really have the anime background that you guys have.
Drop a comment below which animation we had Tuck watch first.
Yeah, let me know.
Clearly, it's Sailor Moon. My daughter will not. She refuses to watch Sailor Moon.
Have her watch
And, like-
Crystal. Have her watch Sailor Moon Crystal versus the original 90s dub. Crystal, the animation's a little lanky and kind of weird in the beginning, but if you look at the manga, like the manga is also kind of like lanky and weird, but the plot goes a lot faster because it follows the manga and there's like next to zero filler in it.
No driving episodes.
No driving episodes. And the monsters don't take, like, it's not like 50 different monsters doing things and attacking your school friends and these things. They just zero in. And then by the end, it's just movies. She can watch a couple movies on Netflix and call it a day. I did cry when I watched the last movie. Because the original 90s, they changed the entire ending of the series. Completely changed it with anime original. And so when they finished it with stars and it had the galaxy cauldron and everything at the end, and like it had the bleakness and all the glory that went along with it, I cried. It was so good. And they used the original music from it.
And now the intermission's over. So we get back to Vox Machina hiding out in a little alcove in a cave.
Yeah, hiding out.
And they start to, I think Vax starts to sneak ahead. I think Vex actually goes with him this time.
Yeah.
And then they see the ogres.
Yes,
coming
they do. The big guys. Yes.
And then this is the second trick arrow that Taliesin made for Laura, and it was an exploding arrow. And she decided in a cavern that wasn't very big, after Vax took out the first ogre, she decided, hey, let's use the trick arrow on the other ogre that's carrying the cart with a glass jar of black ooze, and blew it up.
I didn't know what was in it. I mean, did they
I don't know if they
was...
knew. There was a glass container. I think they knew there was a glass container.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew what was in it. I don't know that Matt said much except
no.
Yeah,
I
he didn't really make it
maybe
clear.
Liquid.
Liam,
if he said anything,
the hell out though as soon as he found out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Guys, you gotta go right now."
Yeah.
Gotta go. Leave.
Fire
leave.
and ranged attacks. That's what he said immediately. And then all hell broke loose, and they fought slime, acidic slime.
Yes, they did.
Grog went down.
Yes. Which is saying something.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's back up a little bit. Because when they went in the alcove and they got blocked in to hide, and to rest, Liam and Grog did not sleep.
You're right.
So they never regained all of their hit points from the previous battle, which included falling from the sky. Now, he took a healing potion and took some hit dice, I think, at some point, but he was not at full health when they started that battle.
Remember this lesson of not sleeping for later episodes with Grog.
Yes. Yes. So that didn't help.
Did Matt make him take a point of exhaustion? I can't remember.
2.
He took 2 points?
Because when he came out of rage to take Pike away from the ooze, he gained a point there after not sleeping, where he gained the first point. And then he got an opportunity attack by the slime, and it was 50-some points of damage or something.
56 points. He took 24 points of bludgeoning damage with 56 points of acid damage. And he didn't have his rage going, and it was the acid that took him out. And like talking about it eating, like each strike that he made against it, how he was getting splashback.
Like getting splattered. Him and Liam both. Vax was getting hit with the same damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. That was a rough battle.
Didn't someone say like all our heavy hitters are dead?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad. They were Pike came to the rescue. And pulled Grog back. With her 4th level cure wounds. But and he did. He did get his exhaustion from that.
Yeah, and I think Orion really did a great job of using his telekinesis spell. He threw one of the pincer creatures that came after. So after the ogres were there were these other creatures that I can't remember what they were called.
Oh,
but
what are they? It's gonna hurt my brain now.
And pincers, and he threw one at the other one.
Yes.
And ended up and Clarota also did the same thing and threw him into the actual lava pit that was there.
Oh, the
So
lava
that was
pit.
pretty clutch. I think Orion also tried to use the glacial blast and missed, but Matt let him form it into a spike. I don't know if he ever used it. I don't think he ended up I think his intention was to throw the creature into the spike, but I don't think he ever got there. By the time his turn came up, it didn't really work anymore. But there've been a lot of attacks on assholes, though. I have to say,
Yeah.
Liam in the bullet, and Orion with the glacial blast to the asshole of that particular creature.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to take someone out,
I mean, yeah, glacial blast to the butt, fire to the butt.
Well, a guiding bolt up the butt that we get
Guiding
later
bolt
from
up the
Ashley
butt.
Johnson, which becomes like her catchphrase for guiding bolt up the butt.
Yeah, up the butt.
and then a certain rogue and bard fight a dragon at some point.
Oh
So that
God!
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no!
That's some foreshadowing for
Hey.
you right there.
Don't yuck their yum. They're into the butt stuff.
Why? I had blocked that memory.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I forgot about it. I guess it was too traumatic to mention door in anyway.
But that was another fan voted creature was the ooze.
They're
I feel
trying
like
to kill the party.
at the beginning of the game, the fans were, because it was so small at that point, they were really giving them a lot of control and input into the game. And as the campaign went later on, they weren't controlling monsters. They were like building NPCs and like those sort of things.
They haven't done that sort of thing in a while, though. I don't think they did that at all in Campaign 3.
No. Because they got to help build NPCs. That was kind of it. They built the Turtle Bard. Orlin? That's his name. Orlin.
Yeah, but that was Campaign 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Campaign 3, I don't think they had any input. To be fair, though, they grew a lot bigger, and the fandom...
Yeah, the Campaign 3 was like the love story to Exandria at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I know it doesn't happen now, but a certain person being around lava does make me feel uncomfortable, knowing what later happens to a certain person. There was someone definitely jumping through the lava acrobatically around it through these pools, and I'm just sitting here waiting for it to happen, and I'm like, oh yeah, not yet.
Yeah, I thought this was the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this was
Definitely
the
next
episode of my favorite Keyleth moment, or one of my favorite Keyleth moments. It's coming.
Her moment of shame. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's good.
Also animated.
That's
in
coming up.
Legend of Vox Machina.
Yes. Coming soon.
Coming soon to a Amazon Prime near you.
Sure.
Studio Titmouse is really doing such an awesome job animating this, by the way. I have my stuff from being a backer. It's over. I can look at it now, but I have a still from it and everything.
Yep.
I did only go at a certain level just because it gave me dice. I had to get the dice.
I think I did the same thing. I went that.
I got dice. I got the playing cards. I got the beanie.
I actually had to buy a second beanie because I lost the original, and luckily they still have it. They had it for sale. My favorite hat during the winter.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a good beanie. It really is such a good hat. James wanted to wear it to school. My one son. I was like, no. You can take any other hat. No.
Yeah.
This is one of a kind to me. No, thank you. Oh man. Good times. You doing good there, Eric? You're very quiet.
I'm trying to figure out if you guys can hear the sirens blaring outside of my window
No.
right now.
No.
Good, because it is. I'm like, oh my gosh, this entire thing is ruined.
Wait, what's
No,
going
because
on
that's why
now?
I have the audio recording that's separate. Because if there's something that's going on, I can mute it. So that's why I
Okay.
sync it up, and
It is insane. Like, I'm guessing there is a huge accident on 79.
oh no!
Oh,
Is my
wow.
guess.
But like, I'm sitting here watching you, and you're being really quiet, and you just looked so anxious. I was like,
That's it.
"Are you that
Sorry.
upset that you forgot something?" Or
No, sorry. I was nope.
no,
Anyway.
you've got a great mic that picks up your voice and your voice only.
That's right.
Good.
Wow.
Guys, we're so good at this.
We are the best. All right, what happened next? I think at the
Yeah,
end of the
That
battle.
was it.
That was pretty
it,
much it. I think they ended. I'm trying to think of what the actual last thing was.
I'm reading the wiki.
No, just getting more shadowing of like Kavarn, like learning more about him and seeing the creatures and things that he's affiliated with and how awful it is.
Oh, they get trinket.
Oh, that's right. The path takes them back down to the bottom where the lake was. And so they're able to go up with the flying carpet and get trinket. That's right.
Yep.
And it's kind of a funny note because Sam wasn't there this episode. He was very quiet, didn't do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Matt had him do a dominate creature spell on one of the
Yes,
two
he did.
pincer creatures so he could attack and get acid burnt instead. But it's funny when Sam's back in the next episode how he plays it off as we'll talk about that next episode, but it's very funny how they all handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do love how trinket is conveniently forgotten and then remembered at certain times. And I love it because at least the next time that Laura gets an animal familiar, it's just Sprinkles. And it's that lives in her hood. And didn't we find out at the very end of the campaign that Sprinkles had died so many times and like Artagan made him immortal at some point?
Kind of. If we ever get into, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Kind of. I just
Yeah.
I don't think well yeah, with Sam not being here, we don't get to see Scanlan's particular feelings towards Trinket just yet.
Yeah.
I think we do start to see some of them soon.
I mean, he's already
Maybe.
kind of let it known.
Yeah.
There's one thing I will say with the 2024 rules. They changed that for the Ranger. And I'm not saying it's necessarily better,
Mm-hmm.
but you pick either land, air, or sea.
Mm-hmm.
The stats are all the same. You just flavor it however you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it's more of a spiritual animal than it is a physical. So
Yeah.
you can actually swap it out. If you have a land animal, you can swap it out for an air animal if situation calls for it. So
we're just gonna have our bear in plate armor.
I feel like Orion was more vocal about his disdain for trinkets in these last couple episodes.
That's true.
Especially when Laura came in late and it was like
Where's
in the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Trinket? Where's Trinket? And he's like, we're not worried about the bear. And he was like really like, okay, that might have been unnecessary. But yeah.
yeah, I've noticed. I mean, he copies Sam. That's what eventually gets him. Like
Valid.
a lot of what he does is copying what Sam does, and just doesn't pull it off as well, or like is ill-timed. So
Yeah.
That's valid.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's just hard for me to think about Orion's character, Tiberius, hating Trinket as much as what happens much later on with Scanlan and Trinket.
All right, so since we're in the territory of spoilers, Eric, where can you find
We can cut
us?
this out. We can cut it out. It's fine. I'm gonna go bleep. We'll just bleep it all out when I talk.
I think it's fine. I think we leave it.
All of a sudden, PETA's calling us and asking what
I
we're
just
doing.
felt like that's a good time to wrap it up.
Eric,
so
we're
Eric,
in the
where can they find
interwebs.
us?
Yeah.
We are everywhere. You can all the socials at Tabletop Tether. You can go there on the socials. Links back to our website where we have articles, the podcast, all kinds of stuff. It's a good time. You should join us.
You should.
Definitely.
You can see all of our faces, and if you follow us on our socials, you'll find all of the outtakes and things that we didn't think would necessarily fit into the episode here, but we're too funny to let them sit on the editing floor. Yours truly is going to put those things together, so don't worry. I'll make sure I embarrass myself just as much as I embarrass them.
You'd better.
I have no shame, so...
I don't know. I'm going to get a whole bunch of hate mail. Doug is, the believer of sea unicorns. And
we're still waiting for my lore. I'm just the personality hire, guys. I don't know.
That's right. We'll get there. We'll find something.
We will find my thing. We will find my shame. We're only 6 episodes in.
Then we will bury it.
Like
5.
5 episodes? 5 episodes. 6 episodes? Yep. What are we on? 6. Yeah.
5. Well,
5.
Next time 6. Yes.
Yeah, next week.
Episode 6.
Next week
7.
is episode 6. Hey guys, there's a reason that I majored in the arts and not in the maths, and that's because it's hard. Which is really ironic because one of my favorite things are shiny math rocks. Again, there's nothing like D&D to make you completely forget elementary level math. And so with that, my friends, keep counting. We'll see you next week where we talk about episode 6. Bye.
Bye.
Vox Rewatch is an unofficial fan podcast and is not approved or endorsed in any way by Critical Role. Critical Role and all related content are owned by Critical Role Productions. This podcast is for non-commercial, transformative use created under Critical Role's fan content policy. For more info, visit critroll.com.